My friends, I want to welcome you all to this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review. This is an outdoor news episode in regards to a long-standing, very familiar named company that is now out of business. The topic of conversation for this episode is in regards to a company that many people are familiar with, Eureka. It was recently announced that Eureka is being shut down for good. Its parent company, Johnson Outdoors, is shutting down the company. And already it's begun selling off its assets while it's winding down operations throughout 2024. For a very long time, dating back to the 70s into the early 2000s, Eureka has been a fan favorite for outdoorsmen, outdoorswomen, campers, and so on. But as the time has gone by, this company has begun slipping underneath the radar. Their presence in the outdoor space has begun to disappear. And because of this company is now being shut down. Seasoned campers likely know of this company, but when it comes to the younger generation, they likely do not, as the company hasn't stayed relevant or trendy. As soon as I heard that the company was being shut down, that got me to thinking about their presence in the outdoor space, because I haven't heard of anybody asking about their products in a really long time. So I went back through my emails, and I have over 10 years worth of emails stored, and I did a search for Eureka. 250 emails popped up. That may sound like a lot, but it's not. To put this in comparison to other outdoor companies such as Big Agnes, Nemo, MSR, I have received thousands and thousands and thousands for each one of those companies in regards to products. Those numbers alone really do a good job of showing how the company has slipped from the minds of campers. Anyways, folks, let's talk about Johnson Outdoors for a second. That is the company that owns Eureka. The odds are you haven't heard of this company before, but likely you have heard of brands that they own. Eureka's one. If you're a kayaker, they own Old Town Kayaks. The biggest company under their umbrella is Jetboil. And according to Johnson Outdoors, that is the company that they are going to focus on rather than continuing the Eureka brand. From what I understand, Eureka had their business set up in 3 different tiers, or I should say divisions. They had a military division, a party tents division, and a camping tents division. With these 3 divisions in mind, come October 2023, Johnson Outdoors announced that they are going to begin shutting down Eureka and that they have sold some of the divisions that made up the company. According to the press release from Johnson Outdoors, they stated that Eureka tents will continue to be out on the market along with other camping gear throughout 2024 as they wind down operations. According to Johnson Outdoors, the decision to end production of Eureka products and to shutter the company will have a very little impact upon Johnson Outdoors as a whole. For example, in 2024, they believe that by shutting down Eureka and ending the sales of their products, this will have less than a 1% impact upon the company. Less than 1%. That really does go to show you how small of a market share Eureka had in 2023 going into 2024. Going back to what I said about the company being relevant today, they simply weren't. You may be asking yourself whether or not the Eureka brand is going to return, and right now the answer is not clear, but it's not looking likely. I mentioned earlier that Johnson Outdoors has begun selling off the divisions that made up Eureka. A company known as Record Structures from Poland purchased the military division and the party tents division, and currently the company is rebranding the military division to Rapid Deployable Systems. When it comes to the party tents division, they have changed the name to Intentional Systems. There's an interesting play on words there with the name of that company. Lastly, when it comes to the camping line of products, Johnson Outdoors still owns this aspect. It really is a shame that Eureka is done in the outdoor space because this company has been around for a very long time, at least 128 years. In 1895, Eureka was established. They started off as a canvas shop where they made awnings, covers for wagons, horse blankets, even American flags. Over time, the company began making tents. Then in 1940, during World War II, there was a demand, an incredible demand for tents. So they began their military division. During the Vietnam War, Eureka was producing liners for huts. Eventually, Eureka released the Timberline line of tents, which became a massive seller for the company. This is where many people learned of Eureka. It was the Timberline tent that really made Eureka a household name. With Eureka being shut down throughout 2024, there are a few questions that come to my mind at least. For an example, for customers who have purchased Eureka products, what are they going to do as far as the warranty goes? That, my friends, is a very interesting question. Also, should anyone be purchasing a Eureka product right now? In my opinion, no, not at all. Not unless you're getting some sort of killer deal on a product. Otherwise, I would skip this brand because they're going under. The simple fact is they're not going to be around for much longer, and there's no telling what is going to happen if you have some sort of issue where a warranty is going to be involved. I personally would take my dollars and invest in other companies and other products. With the announcement of the sale of Eureka, and based upon what the company has stated about how it's going to have so little of an impact upon their financials, in my opinion, this should be a wake-up call for all American outdoor companies. What's happening to Eureka could happen to them as well. And again, it goes back to the fact that nobody was aware of who Eureka was or the products that they made. They went silent, they went under the radar, and I see the same thing happening with North American outdoor companies as well. Over the years, I have less and less questions concerning products from Big Agnes, MSR, Nemo, and so on. These companies are being overshadowed by companies outside of the US who are doing a better job of playing the marketing game. They're reaching out to YouTube channels, they're having reviews done, they're getting their products out there, they're getting their name out there. American companies aren't doing this. Eureka wasn't doing this, and now Eureka's gone, and these other companies, I'm afraid, are facing some hard times. Those are my opinions, and that's how I see it, and that's based upon my interactions with you all, with the outdoor community. People write in every single day asking about certain brands, and I can see how these other companies, North American-based companies, they're disappearing. Hopefully these companies can turn things around before it's too late. Unfortunately for Eureka, it is too late. Make sure to comment down below and to share your thoughts about this story. What are your personal experiences with the company? Have you ever heard of them? Have you used their products before? Maybe you were in Boy Scouts and you used one of the Timberline tents, or maybe you're a little bit younger and you haven't heard of this company at all. Comment down below and share. Concerning what I stated about North American companies disappearing from the minds of campers, this is something that I'm going to begin working on. I do not want to see this happen. I do not want to see these American companies disappear or the loss of American jobs. So I'm going to reach out to some of the biggest, largest American outdoor companies to have a dialogue with them concerning this matter. The Outdoor Gear Review is one of the most trusted outdoor channels on YouTube. I'm going to take my presence within the outdoor space and I'm going to reach out to these companies and have a dialogue with them. I'm going to have a dialogue with them concerning what I'm seeing as far as trends go, because obviously they're missing the picture. Will this do any good? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to do any good at all, but at least I can say I tried. For this episode of the Outdoor Gear Review, take care, be well, strength and honor. Also, make sure to hit the like button before you go. It helps a lot. All right, folks, I'll see you around soon. Bye for now.